Hello Capricorns, this is your 2019 abundance forecast, and we're going to look at the fiscal quarters, or look at your abundance in fiscal quarters, meaning the first quarter is January, February, March, and second quarter is April, May, June, etc. We'll throw down a tarot card or two per quarter, along with some accompanying oracle cards to help flesh out the meanings and messages. Let's get started. Set these aside for a moment. Alright, so we are looking at the first quarter for Capricorns in 2019. What's happening in the abundance world for Capricorns in the first quarter, January, February, March. Thank you, Spirit. We have the moon. That's interesting. Alright. Spirit, can you tell us a little bit more about the moon card for Capricorns in abundance for 2019? How to manifest more abundance, or how to work with this energy here. Let go of guilt and words of abundance. So that's interesting. Okay. And then a final message pertaining to the moon card for abundance in the first quarter for Capricorns. Thank you, Spirit. Luna. What a coincidence, right? Or is it? Moon and Luna. Interesting. All right. We are going to lay out all the cards and then do the reading, as I like to do. Now let's look at the second quarter, which encompasses April, May, June. For Capricorns in 2019 in abundance, what's happening and what advice do you have? What's happening in 2019 for abundance for Capricorns? We have Four of Cups. Okay. All right, Spirit, can you give us more information about the Four of Cups? Thank you. Okay. To get creative on how I block these cards. Okay. And additional messages, Spirit, do you have for Capricorns concerning their abundance, or how to attract more abundance, or what to do in the second quarter? What to do. Earth. Okay. Alright, let's look at the third quarter, which encompasses July, August, September for abundance for Capricorns. We have Nine of Swords. Spirit, can you give us some more information about the Nine of Swords for the third quarter for Capricorns in abundance? What advice do you have? Gratitude list. Nice, short, and sweet message. Scoop these up further. What additional messages, Spirit, do you have for Capricorns? Release. Okay. And then finally the fourth quarter, which encompasses October, November, and December. Please give us some more insight regarding that. We have the Empress. That's lovely. So the Empress energy for the third quarter, and more advice, please, Spirit, pertaining to the fourth quarter, excuse me, which encompasses the Empress for Capricorn. Can give us more advice on how to utilize that Empress energy. Oh, look at that. Bountiful nature. Okay. And finally, any final words pertaining to the fourth quarter? Message. All right. I think I have all of the cards in the frame that I need. I've delineated here a little bit. Okay, so let's start off with quarter one. What we have is the moon, and we have a double moon here. Isn't that interesting? That two moons here. So in January, February, March, you are called to really go within and look at what motivates you, what moves you, what's your guiding light, what's your purpose for waking up in the morning, and really tapping into that. Because I think sometimes we go and not really think about why we're going, and it becomes murky and like a mystery, and everything is starting to become an illusion, and you don't want to live in illusion. It's okay for a little while, but after a while, it's just not a good place to be. So the moon cards are about navigating through that, about navigating through the confusion, at times about tapping into psychic visions or your intuitive abilities to feel your way through the situation. But yeah, it's a confusing time for you in terms of your career, in terms of your abundance track on how you're going to continue to support yourself in the future. Everything seems kind of murky, and you're a little upset with yourself because you feel like once again you're back to having confusion surrounding your career or your future, and you don't like the uncertainty, and as a result of it, guilt comes about for you when you start to dwell and worry about the fact that you don't, quote unquote, have it all together yet. And I put the air quotations because no one, quote unquote, has it together. Even if you're balling and you have the riches in the world, we all have something that we can, grow and an opportunity to improve upon. So we're always a work in progress. So with the moon energies, I also think it's a beautiful time of practicing on how to work on being in receiving mode and allowing mode. And I think that's important for you during this time. Maybe you've had a challenge in the past of being able to receive gifts or receive help. And sometimes you may ask for help, but then you don't receive it. And you feel guilty about asking for the help in the first place, guilty about receiving the help. You're going to have to let go of that in 2019 if you wish to have, robust success. If you want to move on and up in your life, you are going to have to let go of the guilt and start uttering words of abundance. And that'll help you navigate through these confusing times of illusions. And there's two sides to illusions. There's the side where it's all confusing and murky and you're not sure what's to do. And then there's the imaginative side of it. Tap into that is what I get with the dual lunas here. We're going to read the cards. Let go of guilt. When you allow your light to shine brightly, you inspire others. Forgive yourself for what you think you've done or not done, and trust that God loves you unconditionally for who you are. Learn and grow from past mistakes instead of berating yourself for them. And I'm going to add that sometimes you are your own worst critic. So in 2019, let go of the guilt and stop being your own worst critic. Be your best cheerleader. You don't have to be a cocky cheerleader, but you certainly can be a cheerleader versus a naysayer for yourself this year. Words of abundance. You have the ability to instantly manifest abundance by choosing powerfully positive words. Always describe your own and the world's economic situation in loving and optimistic terms, and that is what you attract for yourself and others. So that is your homework for this quarter, okay? That's what you are to work on. It's words of abundance and letting go of guilt to help you navigate whatever this confusing time is for you. Moving into the second quarter, which encompasses April, May, and June, we have the Four of Cups. A little bit of dissatisfaction, a little disappointment is on the menu. And it could be frustrating for those around you. It could be frustrating for yourself because at one point you were feeling, abundant, feeling emotionally secure, feeling maybe safe in your workplace, feeling stable, like you can move forward. And now you're starting to either feel bored, dissatisfied, disenchanted, discontent, feeling a little stagnant. You're watching your friends grow by leaps and bounds in their careers and in their hobbies even, while you feel like you're stagnant in a career that may feel a little dead end or not suited for you much anymore. You're feeling a little bored and you're wondering, how are you going to get out of this? Well, the cards surrounding this Four of Cups energy here that you find yourself in the second quarter, you have some help. First, let's talk about Earth. It's time to ground and get back into your earthy self. Get back into your body. Get back into, just paying attention to your breath, paying attention to your physical body, paying attention to your physical surroundings, seeing if you can improve upon your exercise, your rest, your sleep, your physical self, your earthly matters, your affairs, your home. Clear that out, ground, declutter, take care of those earthly matters, and see if that helps get you out of your funk. If it doesn't, you still have more medicine and more homework to work on in the second quarter. One of the things you could consider working on is unlimited ideas. Your mind is one with God's infinite mind. Therefore, you have complete access to unlimited ideas, guaranteed to bring blessings. All you need to do is to take divinely guided action to allow these ideas to come to fruition. So, you have unlimited ideas. Have you seen some of your friends, tapping into some of their hobbies and ideas? You can do that too. You could have your day job or your night job or whatever it may be, and have that as your main mode of income and still explore other things to do with your time and energy. And in time, you'll start to make money from it. For example, for me, I have all these unlimited ideas, but I don't have a lot of unlimited time or energy. So I have to tend to my earthly matters. I have to tend to my body this week. I'm going to make a goal of trying to hit the gym a couple of times this week. Trying to drink more water, get my body physically ready for all the unlimited ideas I can tap into. But not all ideas are worthy of your energy or time. So discernment is very important in 2019 for you. Being discerning about where you put your money, where you put your energy, where you put your time, and because we just have so much we're working with. We can't do everything. We want to try everything, we want to do everything. Then we get a little discouraged because we realize we're human, we're mere human. But instead of feeling mere human and being stagnant and not doing anything with the Four of Cups, you are invited, Capricorn, to take care of yourself, go into quiet retreat during this time period, and work on yourself and work on getting yourself ready for the transformation that's at hand this year for you in terms of being able to be a powerful manifester to manifest more abundance, more streams of income, not just from your employer, but other means and other ways through these unlimited ideas. Conscious consumer. You have the power to heal and help the world with your decision to buy only products and services that are ethical and environmentally friendly. As a conscious consumer, you choose to invest in fair trade and organic goods. You live simply and you purchase only that which you need. And so this is important also, too, again, about being discerning. I think that's the main message here for you. But also, it is time to buckle down and get clear about your finances, your budget, because you may want to change careers and it may require that you're going to be making less. But your happiness will improve. You'll move from this stagnation. So being a conscious consumer is only going to help your goal to reach emotional and happy fulfillment. And then we have quiet retreat. It's time to disconnect from the outer world so that you can discern and process your true thoughts and feelings from your inner world. Create this quiet time for yourself and you'll have more clarity about what to do next. So this is during April, May, June. You could very well take spring break or go on an early summer vacation, maybe in late spring, early summer. But it's important to go into quiet retreat. Even if you're doing a staycation in your hometown, it's important to go into quiet retreat mode to really get clear and clear out some of this stagnation and boredom. Let's move into the third quarter. We have the Nine of Swords, which I call it the 2 o'clock in the morning, waking up gripped in fear kind of situation where, this person is agonizing and worrying and fretting over something. Is this you fretting over your future? Is this you fretting over not being able to have enough in the now? Is this you fretting over, you're wondering if you're too old or too young to do this or that kind of work. You're wondering if you're going to be able to pay the bills. You're all kinds of concerns and stress in the third quarter. You're wondering how you're going to pay for school clothes if you have children. You're wondering if you're a student yourself, how you're going to pay for this or that, books and this and etc. All of this is at hand and worrying you. Even if you are fiscally responsible, there's something keeping you up in the night. Could be related to your career. The antidote to this stress and worry is to write out at the beginning of the third quarter a gratitude list. And whenever you feel overwhelmed or feel scared or worried, look it over. Say it out loud as you go through the list. Read it out loud and then put it away and then come back to it, at least once or twice a week, at least. But every time you feel stressed or Nine of Swords energy, go to your gratitude list. It says, counting your blessings and feeling gratitude for what you already have helps you to be centered in your heart instead of fixated on worries in your mind. Worries in your mind. What and who are you grateful for right now? Keep focusing upon gratitude and you'll discover the amazing generosity of this universe. You'll be amazed if you could write down everything that you're grateful for. You just would be like, oh my gosh, I'm actually in a super abundant way. And I can actually even have the ideas, the unlimited ideas to tap into to help me navigate this situation. And then you have release. Release and let go of what is no longer serving you. And that includes negative worrying thoughts. That includes negative Nellies who are in your midst and hanging out with you, who are kind of dragging you down, whether they're coworkers or friends or relatives. You need to release and let them go. In 2019, you need to release and let go of needlessly worrying about things. And instead, filling those worries, replacing those worries with words of abundance and your gratitude list that you're picking up along the way on your journey. Finally, in the fourth quarter, we have the Empress card, which is beautiful. And it's a beautiful thing to receive, a card to receive as you're ending 2019 and going into 2020. It's a bountiful nature, a bountiful time for you. After going through some worry and strife in the third quarter, you've released that, you let that go, and it doesn't carry forth onto the fourth quarter, thankfully. And you're getting messages of creative projects wanting, to be birthed through you. Messages from your spirit guides, messages, literal messages and emails from people and projects that are happening to you and for you, and people wanting to work with you. And it's an exciting time of growth and opportunity. Some of you will be deciding to grow your family, or maybe not deciding, but if your family is growing, and you're getting news of that in the fourth quarter. Some of you are exploring, redecorating your home, redecorating your office, and some of you are really cultivating creativity in your career and trying to make sure you have more of that going on. So it's a beautiful, bountiful time for you in the fourth quarter. And that's a nice thing. That's a nice way of feeling as you shop for the holidays, as you prepare for spending time with family. And it puts you in a really good mood this year, which may have been different than how you've operated in past fourth quarters. It says, spending time in nature helps you shift to a higher vibration and reminds you of God's infinite abundance. Go outside and enjoy a walk or hike with your pet. Meditate beneath a tree, garden, sit under the stars, or do some other activity to connect with the limitless vastness. So whenever in the fourth quarter you're feeling a little frazzled or a little bit disconnected from your creative bug inside of you, go into nature. Nature has the medicine for you. Nature will help you realize again how abundant you are and what abundant universe you're in, and that you can tap into any unlimited idea and get it kicked off and going into 2020. And again, you're going to maybe get messages of new opportunities, new job opportunities, messages of people wanting to work with you, and your messages that your creative projects are finally blossoming and taking flight. So it's an exciting time for you. And this is just preparing you for 2020. All right, my dears, thank you all so much for watching. I wish you a very happy, prosperous, and abundant new year. Bye, Capricorns.